It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston. Tonight, the Boston Celtics play host to the Golden State Warriors. Ball is up. The opening tip won by the Warriors. Curry to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. It's rebounded by the Celtics. To Irving. Here comes the screen. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Curry to bring it up. They trail by 2. To Green. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
And counted at the rim.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty. But this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Thompson to Durant. Runner's good there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Irving to Horford. Cousins up to block the shot.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
2-point shot for Curry. Steph Curry. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Ed, when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Irving. Warriors have the basketball. Curry to Cousins. Thompson to Durant. Warriors with 4 to shoot to Cousins. Curry, his first effort off the mark. Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Here's a chance from long range. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How was he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
Timeout Boston, as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Kyrie Irving for two. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down two. From long range. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Nope. First one does not go. It's a second. One more coming. Possession lies with Golden State. Bell to Thompson. Probing the defense. To Thompson. For three. Not that time. He misses. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. 1 quarter down. Scoreboard says it's all even. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Horford. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Livingston across the timeline. Down just a couple. Here comes the screen. Got it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Brown into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, blocked by Green.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Had a chance, but it's no good. To Rozier. To Jaylen Brown. Shot clock winding down. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
To Horford. Here comes the screen. Horford. And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Livingston to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Oh, Baines with the rejection.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions. Golden State.
Irving. Knocked loose. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Irving. Kyrie Irving. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
To Curry. Durant. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Durant across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Cousins. Curry. To Durant. Beyond the arc for three. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
From the painted area, won't go down. Thompson to bring it into the front court. 2-point advantage. To Curry. To Durant. Here comes the screen. Here's Durant for two. Deep two there, won't go. This for the tie. It's good at the buzzer. And as a result, this game is all even halfway through. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Celtics are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Warriors are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Steals.
The story of this game so far has been the lack of ball security. Neither team could hold on to the ball, and unfortunately, it made the first half kind of tough to watch.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was gold?
Kevin Durant would have definitely preferred being our player of the half, but he was anything but that. If I was a teammate, I'd be doing my best to remind him he's still got 2 more quarters to change things around. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that happen. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Celtics have it.
I'm here. I got ball.
Irving to Marcus Morris. Probing the defense. Kyrie knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Curry into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Durant to Curry. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Warriors come away with it. Thompson, a bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Irving. Oh, he had him there for a second. Irving. To Marcus Smart. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Irving. Durant with the basketball up top. His group now down 2. Down low, Boogie. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Rejected by Thompson. Rejected by Durant.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Pick up.
Draymond Green. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Kyrie with the rock. To Marcus Morris. Irving. Trying to cash in. Horford's shot won't fall. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Our score all even in this.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Green to Durant. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
There it is, Al Horford. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Down low to Cousins. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. To Hayward. Fires the three. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. He went down 5 minutes into his Celtics career. So how much of an evaluation period should Gordon Hayward get coming off a tough injury?
Well, with a potential franchise player, you always rather be safe than be sorry. And he needs to pay attention to his body more so than anybody. From a player who personally had a dislocation of the ankle, which is a bone bruise when I was trying to come back and play, that could take a couple of years to heal fully. So Gordon Hayward's ability to make sure that he feels that he trusts his body is the most important thing.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Celtics have it.
Hey, watch this screen left.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Twenty-footer at the buzzer. 3/4 down with the Celtics in front. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the 4th quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Green to Shaun Livingston. And he'll go to the foul line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Shaun Livingston, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First one goes down.
Easy layup.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Boston with the basketball. Hayward to Marcus Smart. Surveys the floor to Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. Cashes in for two.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys down 3. Five on the shot clock to Shaun Livingston. Has a look. The shot by Livingston, no good. Hayward. And that'll be rebounded by Bell. It's Cook with the basketball. Down 3. To Green.
Too slow. Give me the rock. Screen on your right. On your right.
Livingston. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Has a chance. A shot, no good by Iguodala.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
You know, I just want to thank the man above for allowing a guy like Gordon Hayward, after that horrific, awful injury he had on opening night. So good to see my dude back on the floor and doing his thing, finally healthy.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Durant. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Marcus Smart, good touch.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Durant to Curry. Oh, had him going there for a second. Curry, tough shot. He hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Hayward. That's blocked by Durant. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one, count it.
Into the game for Golden State, number 11.
Able to convert on both free throws. Ball's controlled by Boston.
1 minute remaining in the
Irving. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down just a couple. To Curry. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Kyrie Irving looking good. 4 for 5.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Two for two on that trip. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. Thompson. Oh, could have sealed it, but it's no good. Oh, Draymond with the putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Rotate, rotate.
And now the intentional foul. They'll stop it with 14 seconds left in the game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Thompson knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win in a nail-biter. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Warriors just couldn't close this one out. Sure, it's great they shot so well from three, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
So the Golden State Warriors lost. That's the game. Hopefully, we'll see if this perspires in real life. I don't know. EA has been pretty accurate, you know what I mean, pertaining to these simulation games that I do. But yeah, man, if you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button, and I will have more simulation games to come in the future. This was a simulation game of NBA Live 19, Celtics versus the Warriors. Of course, you see who won. Man, and like I say, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, sub up, and I'm out.